What's up guys, Justin here with the RenderingEssentials.com, back with another Twinmotion feature tutorial for you. So in today's video we're going to talk about how to use the interactive doors that come as a part of Twinmotion in order to quickly add movable doors inside of your projects. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so first off, you can find the doors by clicking on the little left-hand icon right here, and then there's a lot of different options in here for things you can access in your library. Specifically in this case, we're going to focus on objects, and we're going to go down to the option for doors. Note that this, I believe, was added in version 2020.2 of Twinmotion, so if you have an earlier version, these may not show up. But you can see how there's a couple different kinds of doors in here. So there's rotating doors and there's sliding doors. So let's add a rotating door. And first of all, let's take a look at this and see the kinds of doors that we have in here. So for our rotating doors, what we have is we have single and double doors. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The double doors are obviously going to have two, the single doors are going to have one. But let's take one of these doors, like this simple rotating, and let's add it in an opening. So we'll fly around. Hey, I've got a tree inside my building, so that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and remove that real quick. Perfect. All right, so we're going to take this door from our objects. We're just going to drag it right here, right? And so notice we can drag our door and just kind of drop it into this space. So we're going to rotate it so this fits around or inside of our opening. So I'm just going to rotate this right here, and it may be easier if you just mouse over this and type in a value of 90 degrees, just like this. And then you can take the door and you can place it in your opening right here. And one of the things you can do is you can adjust the width and the height of the door. So for example, this one has a height of 7 feet. So we can adjust the height to fit in here. If our door was wider, you can see how we can adjust this to fit inside of this opening right here. And so now let's take a look at some of the options that we have for our door. So first, we can adjust the style of our door. So we're not just stuck with one kind of door, right? You can see how I can adjust this for different kinds of doors, the style section. You can also adjust your handle style, your hinges, and your casing style. So if you want your casing to be a little bit nicer, you can adjust it like this. Notice how, when we set our casing though, that we need to come in here and adjust our thickness and our width, just to make sure that those are actually going to stick out from the actual frame itself. So notice how you can set the width in order to adjust the casing. You can adjust the thickness to set how far off of this opening this is going to set. So this is actually really easy to adjust. But now, let's come back and take a look at some other things. So you can set which direction the store is going to swing by setting the side right here. So that's an easy change to make. You can also set the direction that it swings by adjusting the inward or outward. So if you don't want this to swing into this space, you could adjust it so that it swings outward, so it swings the other way. You can also set the angle that it rotates. But now, let's take a look at the door's behavior. So you might have noticed when you're flying around with your camera, if you get within a certain distance of your door, it opens. And so this is something that you can set in your behavior section. So if you're creating like an animation where you walk up to a door like this, and you want it to open for you, you can set that in your behavior. You can click in here to do that. And so there's three options, right? There's either open, which just means that your door is going to be open. Close means that it's going to be closed. And then trigger means that it's going to take an action based on the distance that you are from the door. So in this situation, if you click on this, notice how you can set this. You can set this by going into the more. You can adjust that trigger radius. So you can make that radius bigger or smaller to adjust when that door opens. And that just means anytime you go inside of this circle, the door is going to open. And then you can also set if you have a multi-trigger type. So that means if a character comes within the door, custom path actors, or the camera go within this space, it's going to open. And so the delay is going to set how long the door waits before going back to its resting state. So now if I was to set my delay to 5 seconds, then I was to move into this space, like this, let it open all the way, and then move back out. Notice this door is going to wait 5 seconds before it closes. So you can use this to set some kind of smart behaviors having to do with your doors. And so let's add a double door. So the way we can do that, just come in here and just find a double rotating door and just drag it into the space in the same way, right? So we can adjust this so that the width fits, so that the height fits, just like this. And then we have a double door that's in here. Well, notice how you can set if both doors open, if the left door or the right door opens. So you can customize these doors as well. And so you can do the same thing where you can adjust the styles of doors that are in here as well. So now let's take a look at our sliding door options. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this door out, and let's add a double sliding door. So these doors, instead of rotating, are going to slide. And so I'm not sure if I left enough space on the side of the wall here. I guess we can try it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this door, and we can set this sliding door in this opening as well. And so notice how when we do that, and we're going to adjust our width up just a little bit, maybe move it over a little bit as well. But notice how for this one, instead of swinging, the doors slide. So you can see how that door is going to slide open when we come up to it. So all the other triggers are going to be pretty similar. So you can do things like the trigger or the open or the close. You can set left, right, or both. But you can use this in order to automate that kind of doors in here as well. And you can also adjust the styles this way. So that's where I'm going to end this video. I think this is probably one of the better implementations I've seen of smart doors in rendering software. So I really like the way they've set these up so that we can use them really quickly and also toggle between the different types inside of Twinmotion. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this feature. If you've tried it, I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new rendering content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.